I held the biggest build contest in LEGO Fortnite, and these were some of the best builds. Now, in order to enter, these players needed to be inside of my Discord, use seed number 9, and then choose if they were going to use paid builds or free builds, because I chose a winner for either one of those. Now, this month's winner was Trait. He went ahead and built some mushrooms, and then off in the distance was Bowser's castle. And just from the outside, you know exactly what this is, because you could see his shell right on the roof of this, but it gets better. He even set up a way to incorporate the fire and the flames to come off of this building and light everything up. From the outside to the inside, this was the most incredible build that I have seen so far in LEGO Fortnite. Now, for our best free build winner, we actually chose Jojo Fish 5566, who built a gigantic Peely statue, and the details on this were absolutely incredible. All of the outlines, the shoes, the pickaxe, the face, everything looked absolutely perfect. But what really sold me was even the spelling of Nana Nana on the back of the Peely. This was one of the best builds I have seen, and for a free build with absolutely no paid for items, this was absolutely incredible when it comes to creativity in the contest. And if I didn't sell you on how creative this guy was, he even built the inside of this Peely and made 2 houses inside of it, its own village square, and then even added a section to get some work done with every single piece of equipment that you would have needed to use in this game. So this statue not only looks great on the outside, but is fully functional on the inside. Now we have Nocturnal Eclipse, who took a stab at the paid build section, and this is one of the best builds I have ever seen. This is the LEGO Fortnite International Airport, and on the inside, you could see the decor is second to none. He not only has the decor for the gift shops, the stores, the restaurants, but he has luggage claim, security, and so much more in this. I have never seen a build so detailed yet in any of my build contests at this point, so this was by far one of my favorite decor sets that I have ever seen built. And even on the outside, you can see the runway looks amazing. And just to take it one step further, he built a realistic looking plane that is fully functional in the game, that he has the ability not only to lift off and fly around in, but also to move back and land. Now, for our final winner, we have Creative Phoenix, who designed another free build, and this was a Treehouse 2.0 build. And once again, the details and creativity with this are bar none some of the best that I've seen in this game. Every single room, every single outside area, almost every single piece was put somewhere strategically to not only just look nice, but to fit the overall theme of this entire treehouse. The entire outside area was all done with the matching wood. You have the inside kitchen area with the bottles, with the cups, with the tables, everything looking great. And what sold me was this movie theater room right here, which looked absolutely stunning. This build was second to me as far as the best free build, and because of how great it was, I had to add a 4th winner into this, because I truly felt like I would be doing her a disservice by not rewarding them for this build. Now, those 4 entrants went ahead and won themselves gift cards, and the next few players that I'm going to show you won a chance to be in the next video of mine, and once again also be given gift cards for participating in a video. If you guys have not joined my Discord and want to participate inside of these build contests and potentially win yourself some gift cards, make sure that you guys join it down in the description below. I'll also make sure to leave a pinned comment, that way that you guys can click that link as well. Join in, have fun, we have an absolute blast in there. Now it's time for me to show you why it was so difficult to choose only 3 winners. I obviously had to expand it to 4, and if I could expand it to more than 10, I absolutely would have. This right here is Shmoo's village. She went ahead and replicated the entire set of friends. When it comes to the intro, we have that water fountain right up front with the couch in front of it. We also have the iconic coffee shop. She went ahead and actually did Monica's entire apartment, as well as Joey and Chandler's. This entire build was absolutely incredible, and it genuinely hurts my heart to tell you guys that every single build I'm going to show you after this didn't win the contest, because truly any of these could have been the winner. Now, I'm going to pronounce this name wrong, but Kamiko1718 tried to rebuild New York City without all of the rats and garbage on the floor. This was an incredible build to see because he ran into multiple complexity warnings and had to tear down certain things and try to rebuild others. This build was absolutely incredible. He had the World Trade Centers, he had the Empire State Building, and even some little details that I wasn't able to capture in these pictures was he was able to add in little traffic, police officers or police cars, and different things like that, including even a sewer or train station at the bottom of this area. The build overall is one of my favorites that I've seen in this game, and the attention to detail even with this New York City build was absolutely insane. Now, I'm hyped up over every single build that I show you guys, and obviously for good reason. Miller King went ahead and used a ton of sandstone to build this gigantic airship that obviously landed in this area. Now, the thing about this build is on the outside, it already looks great, but on the inside, it's even better. He has a ton of lab work areas, places to get scanned in. He has a ramp leading up into the actual airship, which is different than what I've seen anybody else in this game do. I believe that this build truly was one of the best ones that could have been added. And again, this truly hurts me that I wasn't allowed to say that this one was the winner, because truly it absolutely deserved it. The details on the inside and the outside, everything meshing in extremely well with each other to fit the theme he went with, looked absolutely insane. And I know I've said that about every single build thus far, but keep in mind, I'm not a great builder, and these builds that these players are throwing in here are incredible. Now, Vietnam went with a completely different style of build than what everybody else in the game was doing. He built this gigantic castle that had a bunch of different rooms in it for different villagers that he had in this village area. I truly believe that he kind of maxed out the area and wasn't able to build much more than this, because not only do these always seem just endless, but there's multiple layers to this. There's so many different rooms. He has a very nice courtyard. The decor on the inside looked extremely nice. I was very happy with this build, but truly I think that the outro, in my opinion, was probably the best part, because when we were watching this clip, we always asked ourselves, why was he running around with a pistol the entire time? And when we got to the end of the video, we very easily found out. And the creativity that came along with this made me say, I absolutely have to hire this guy to build some things on my village. Now, I'm not entirely sure what Spooky Plume built here, but from what I looked at, it is just a very big piece of art. When I look at art in real life, I never really understand it. I just know that it looks cool or it looks nice. And that's exactly how this build looks here. It's actually functionable, so there's plants on there. There's also chests and workstations as well, but it also has a very confusing build to it as well, with launch pads that'll take you to different levels of this build, as well as different custom railings that'll take you to different places as well. Overall, the build was extremely creative, which is why I really liked it. Now, when we took a look at that last building, it was one of my favorites because of how creative the outside and the actual sculpture of the building was. When we take a look at Raven's, it's honestly kind of the opposite. Raven does an incredible job when it comes to the decor pieces and then her lighting. The lighting on this entire building and this entire area, matter of fact, is some of the best that I've ever seen in this game. A lot of us, including myself, will just spam light fixtures all around the place and then hope that it just looks nice. But when you take a look at her building here, you could see that you don't really see the lights, but you could see that it is going ahead and making an effect inside of the building, which looks really, really nice. Along with a lot of the custom builds that came in here, the fire coming up through the floors, and the lighting that's going ahead and lighting down on every single one of the sculptures, which kind of looks like a little trophy area. All of it looks so nice. And one of my favorite parts, and as you guys have seen before, when people type out Crafty's name, that's one of my favorites. But what she did was put a little twist on it, and it honestly looks like the word crafty is melting, which is absolutely incredible. Now, my final one I wanted to talk about was the Burj Khalifa done by Tear, who won a previous contest as well, because his buildings are absolutely incredible. This build right here exceeded the actual height that you're allowed to go to in LEGO Fortnite, which is absolutely insane. He even went ahead and decorated this thing on the inside and outside with different type of decor items, light fixtures, and so much more. This build overall took him a lot of time to build, and in my opinion was a top 4 build in the game. Just unfortunately, I thought there were a few builds that were a little bit better or more creative than this. This build is absolutely insane, and if the other builds weren't in this contest, this for sure would have been the winner of the entire contest. Let me know what you guys think of every single one of these builds and who you would have chosen to be the best builder throughout this contest. It's hard for me. I have so many great builds that I have to take a look at, and to some people, some things may look even better than what they do to me. You guys know I'm not a very good builder on this game whatsoever, so taking a look at some of these builds are definitely inspiring. I hope to see more of you guys in the next contest that we're going to host at the beginning of August, but as always guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace.